I think every year we're looking to walk in our season and try to figure out ways to get better every time we step on the floor. And this conference is so competitive, and we lost some great point scorers in Kendall Marotti and Keisha Brady. So immediately I think our first thing is trying to find some point scorers in our returners, and we have some great depth and some players that have had some good experience. So that's been that'll be a huge focus for us. Another big focus will be our consistency. Again, our conference is so competitive on the road, at home, no matter where we are. We want to be consistent when we're competing at the same level every night we compete. Yeah, we have 14 players returning, so huge class returning. And I think one of the greatest things that we have is we had the ability to be in Europe. We did our foreign tour last year. We went to Italy and played some amazing Italian teams that have way more experience, a lot more maturity. So we saw firsthand what it looks like to play at a higher level, and so those returners, we have Brenda Langley, who has been kind of our mainstay. She's been a 4-year starter for us, and just kind of controls and has a little bit of the moxie that we look for on our team. And then of course Anna Tovo was an honorable mention All-American this year, and then we have, we literally have 8 players that played really significant and big roles for us last year. So we have some depth in a lot of positions. So we look for those players that had great springs and truthfully came in great shape and ready to compete. And then we have 4 incoming freshmen that are learning our system, and then also a transfer, Sydney Marshall from that transferred in May. So she'll, we'll look for her to make an impact too. So I think with the returners that we have and then the newcomers, it's going to be a fun group. Yeah, we start out, like you said, in Portland at Concordia University at Portland, and we'll play them. They're a great team that's up and coming. We'll play a perennial power in Metro State out there, and Missouri S&T and a couple others. And then we come home for our home tournament, which is always a really exciting weekend for us, getting to play in front of our home fans for the first time. And we have Colorado Springs. We also have LIU Post and Texas Women. So 3 regional teams that did really well in their region last year. And then of course the big highlight of the year every year outside of our conference is the regional crossover. And that is going to be a huge event. It's hosted by the Sunshine State Conference this year, which is exciting to have it on our turf. But that's really the time when we get to compete against the Gulf South and see where we stand and give ourselves, ultimately our goal is to be competing so that we're playing at our best at the end of the year and hopefully competing in a regional tournament.